Hello fight fans, welcome back to the MMA news of today. I am Gareth Morgan here from WhatCulture Combat, and we're just going to run through a few of today's stories and see what the world of MMA has got in store for us today. Okay, first news story of the day, we've got Marlon Moraes who's blasted Jose Aldo after him and Cejudo seem to have gone back and forth suggesting that there's going to be a super fight between those two in the bantamweight division. Obviously that'll be a pretty entertaining fight. It's probably the money fight in that division right now, but Moraes is not happy. No, he's not happy because he beat Jose Aldo. He beat him by split decision. So in his mind, and probably a couple people's minds, even though it was a controversial decision, and some people thought that Jose Aldo won that fight, he's probably surely the next guy in line. But no, he's been shuffled back down the pack. He came out recently, he said, "Right now, I have no respect for this guy," he told MMA Fighting. He's talking about the guy, Jose Aldo, obviously. At the fight, Aldo took the microphone. He says, "I want to congratulate you, no big drama." But he goes home and sees what Henry Cejudo says, and he literally changes from 0 to 100, from blue to red. Like, I won the fight, Marlon was scared, I see his face. Well, Moraes has come out and said no, he wasn't actually scared. He was fighting Jose Aldo. It's a massive fight. Obviously, he's going to be a bit nervous, but he wasn't scared. He won the fight. It's a contentious topic right now in MMA. A lot of people are kind of tiptoeing towards these super fights because they want the money fights. You have a short fighting career. You want to get as much money as you can. Can't blame the guys. So I understand Moraes' point of view. He feels like he's the rightful contender right now. He's won the fight. But it's about marketing yourself. It's about being the biggest name possible. Jose Aldo is probably, even though he's just come into the division, he's probably one of the biggest names in it already because he's just one of the best of all time. My advice to Moraes, get a couple more wins under your belt, keep this momentum up, keep fighting, you're going to get that shot eventually. But obviously now we're going to go into our next story, which touches again on this the idea of super fights and how maybe possibly this spoiling MMA. According to Michael Bisping, the Clitheroe man, he said he is sick of all this talk of super fights. If I'm honest, I want to see champions defending the belts. All of the jumping around, I think last year and the year before, it all got a little silly. He was saying all this to Believe You Me podcast. And yeah, to be honest, you can see Bisping's point. A lot of the champions right now in each division, they don't really draw in the big fight. A lot of fighters, a lot of the other contenders in that division don't see the champion as the big fight, the money fight. The welterweight division is the perfect example of this. Masvidal is probably seen as the top dog, the BMF holder, which is a fake title, really. It's not an actual weight class. It's not a prestigious title, but he's seen as the top dog in that division, not the actual champion, Kamaru Usman. So I think there's a lot of steam, there's a lot of momentum behind that argument, but Bisping's not really got much of a leg to stand on because he's had a couple of super fights himself. Towards the end of his career, he had the Dan Henderson fight for that middleweight title, even though Henderson probably wasn't ranked highly enough in terms of the actual rankings to earn that shot and to deserve that shot, but he had it. It was a decent fight. And then GSP came out of retirement to have that super fight. GSP wasn't even technically a middleweight, but he took that fight, obviously, because it was the big mega name. It's a once-in-a-lifetime fight. So Bisping, we get your point. I get your point. I probably agree with your point, to be honest. I want to see more guys and gals going for the belt. Surely that should be the aim. If you're a top contender fighter, you want to be fighting for the belt. You don't. I get it, and I do get the argument. I've obviously mentioned it before in this video. You have a short career, and you want to earn as much money as you can just to help your family and to be a provider. I get that, but aim for the title. The title needs prestige, and to be honest, it's not happening enough. I hope we do see a few less, maybe, super fights. I know it's probably going to be a terrible thing to say, and people are going to chastise me for it, but I want to see the belts defended. I want to see less people getting stripped. I want to see Henry Cejudo, he had his belt taken away, his featherweight belt, his flyweight belt, sorry, my God. So yeah, I don't want to see so many titles getting stripped away. I don't think it's a good look for any of the divisions. Yeah, more belts being defended. That's what we like. Okay, less divisions being held ransom by super fights. Okay, on to our next story. We've got Conor McGregor, who is set to receive a record fight purse for his fight against Cowboy Cerrone. No massive surprise here. It's kind of an anticipation thing. You stay away for a certain amount of time, there's going to be a bit of a demand for you to come back. And when you come back, if people want to watch you got to demand a bit of money, a bit of the big time. After his last fight against Khabib, we saw that he actually earned about $3 million, Conor McGregor. That's the notorious one. He managed to earn $3 million in that fight, which is astounding for UFC. For MMA fighters, they don't earn this level of money. It's not like boxing where you get multi-million pound fights every other day. It's not that. In MMA, the purses are a lot lower in comparison to boxing. But McGregor, because he is obviously the biggest draw in all of MMA right now, he's earning the big money. He's getting eyes on the product, so rightfully he's going to get the money. So yeah, $3 million last time. time out. This time out, he's set to increase that by an added 2. He's going to get $5 million for this fight. I believe that is, that's what he's set to believe. Well, that is what he's set to bag. That's win, lose, or draw. Conor McGregor is going to earn $5 million, which is astounding money for a guy who's not fought properly, let's say consistently, had a season, as he's putting it. He's not had one of those since probably, 2016, really? Like a full season, not the one-off fight per year. So, to earn $5 million for your first fight back, if he does this, if he's earning, say, $5 million every single fight throughout the year, if he has 3 or 4 fights, that is a hell of a year. That's 15 to 20 million just in fight purses alone. That's not counting sponsorships and everything else. That's huge, massive. Obviously, you see in comparison, Donald Cerrone is his opponent in this fight, this mega fight. He's not going to be earning quite as much, but he's still set to earn his biggest purse ever. Cowboy Cerrone is going to earn $2 million, which is less than half what Conor's going to earn, but that's not too shabby for a guy who he deserves this payday. He's been in the game so long. He's never had a pay. He's never had a purse that big in his career. He deserves one. It is about time. So it's nice to see somebody finally getting their due there. But it is remarkable to see that he's getting less than half of the man he's fighting. And I think that still counts if he wins as well, which is incredible. It just shows you the power of marketing yourself and being a big name, I guess, or just being a really cocky fighter, either way. Okay, we're going to end this news today with a lovely little story from Twitter involving Dana White, the UFC president, obviously. He saw online, obviously he saw virally, that a woman called Summer Tapasa Sataraka from Hawaii, she was seen actually tackling a guy who was trying to steal something from a Best Buy in Hawaii. He witnessed this online via social media, and he thought it was incredible. She showed a lot of bravery, a lot of heart to try and tackle this man who's trying to steal stuff from a Best Buy. You do not steal from Best Buy, or Summer Takaraka will knock you out. That's apparently that's the message that's been sent out. She apparently then got fired. She got fired for these actions, which is incredible. She was stopping a thief stealing something from a shop, and she got fired. Not the best logic in the world there, but Dana, being the kind-hearted soul he is, he's come out on Instagram and he said, "This is Summer Tapasa Sataraka. She stopped this punk from getting away with stealing from Best Buy in Hawaii. She got fired for this, flying her in this weekend and giving her tickets to the McGregor versus Cowboy fight. In capitals, I want her to work for me. Get ready for the best weekend of your life, Summer." Dana, excellent. Great stuff. I mean, you want to see this, this woman sadly had a job taken away from her from just defending the shop she was working in. It's a lovely touch. She's probably going to have one of the best nights of her life, seeing arguably one of the biggest fights of the year. Don't know how big of a UFC fan she is. She might be the best, biggest. She might not. We'll see. But I think this is an incredible touch. I mean, I don't know how much weight there is in the fact that he's saying that he might give her a job. I don't know. That'd be nice if he did. See what happens. But that kind of exposure, that's what's great about this kind of modern society we're in right now, involving the MMA community as well. It's got that much kind of a spotlight on it. Dana has a platform to do stuff like this, which is just sweet. It's a nice lighter side of the usual kind of, barbaric world of MMA. Sometimes good things happen. Nice things happen to nice people, or people who just beat up thieves. Yeah, good. Okay, so that's our news. If you've got any more comments on, let's say, for how you feel about Conor McGregor earning $5 million in his next fight, how you feel about the super fight craze that's taken over the UFC and MMA across the world. Obviously, we saw Fedor versus Rampage as well. Less said about that knockout, the better. It's happening. It's happening everywhere. How do you feel about it? Do you want to see more super fights, or do you think the belt should be defended more often? Let us know in the comment section below. I've been Gareth from WhatCulture Combat, and please do not hesitate to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. See you soon.